All right. Hey, people. I am coming live again from Accra in Ghana and still testing out this new technology. May have a guest joining me, so that will be interesting. I'm hoping to get some live comments on the stream so that I can test out a feature. And what I hope to do with this video is if anybody wants to ask any questions about what I have experienced in Ghana so far, or what I experienced in getting to Ghana, because that's been a journey as well. Feel free to jump into the comments and ask me anything. Ask me anything. So far I've had a full day in Ghana, and pretty tired. Right now it's 11:26 Ghana time. I believe on the East Coast it's probably 6:27, perhaps. Let me know if I'm wrong. And we arrived in Accra this morning. As most of you know, coming from Atlanta, I left Atlanta on the 8th in the afternoon. Spent the night in Miami, and from Miami the next morning, got on a flight to DC, Dulles International, and then from there got on what was supposed to be an 11-hour flight. Um, Actually took under 9 hours. I don't know how that happened. Maybe some calculation was wrong, perhaps, but it took us just under 9 hours to get from DC to Accra. And I am finally here. So it has been a really, really long day. And I just wanted to go live. I want to keep these thoughts fresh. I want to keep these feelings fresh. Yesterday, when I got off the plane, I was, well, I should say, on the plane, I kind of slept off and on. It wasn't the most comfortable. Thankfully, I did have an aisle seat, but still, it wasn't the greatest. And I was kind of in and out of sleep the whole time. But I want to tell y'all that when I got off that flight and I started to breathe the Ghanaian air, I felt energized. I kid you not. Um, I'm not going to say I felt like I was home, but I definitely felt something special. I felt a certain type of energy. I felt like something meaningful was getting ready to happen. And to be honest, my experience has been really meaningful so far in just these last few hours. So I think I see somebody. Somebody might be here. So yeah, if you have any questions about what's happening in Ghana, ask me anything. I'm learning so much about the history. Today let's see, what did we do today? So today, like I said, today is our first full day in Ghana, and we went to, where did we go? We got in, we had breakfast, we left breakfast. We had about an hour before we left to go to the W.E.B. Du Bois, or sorry, the Boys Center, where he spent time here working with Ghanaian leaders, really influencing the leadership in regards to Black power, Black empowerment, um, and Black independence. And so that was a really cool experience. I learned a lot about his influence here. There was even a room at the center that um, to honor the women that have been a part of the struggle. So the women who were fighting for Black freedom and Black empowerment. What was really cool was that they actually had a picture and information about the queens from the Virgin Islands who started and influenced the fire bun. So anybody from the VI That was a really awesome experience to see those women being recognized all the way here in Africa. Uh, so, hey, babe. Uh-oh, I can't hear you. Why is that? Say something?
I think I
Oh,
turned my volume down.
no, I hear you now. I
Okay.
hear you now. Well, we don't have any viewers.
That's all right.
We don't have any
Not a,
viewers, but yeah, you're here. I see you. So
was
that's
it was a
cool.
it was a little unclear how to add myself. It seemed like I was going to cut you off, but no, I'm here.
I see that I could have invited you also. So I see the link here. I could have sent that to you as well, but
Well,
you're
but
actually
yeah,
in as a co-host now.
yeah, no, I can actually control the layout here, so I can say we can try some things. What were we saying about the? Let's see, Ghanaian 7 countries.
Oh, so I was saying that I actually read about this on the plane. I don't know what made me curious about it. I think I just wanted to know a little bit more about Ghana's path towards independence. And really, the first thing in the article I read was um, that the colonial influence, we could call it,
Hmm.
that actually it started in like 1462 with the Portuguese, and I pulled it up a second ago. So let me know what happens when I switch to another screen. This will be interesting.
Yeah, I'd like to
Oh,
see it.
yes. So,
Go ahead.
so for example, what I learned was that I thought I pulled it up. Well, in any case,
Hey, babe, you
back
have a
during the.
comment?
Oh, I have a comment. Oh, exciting! All right, let's see. Hey, wait, can I see that? Well, it's so small on my end.
Well, you're on a mobile phone in portrait mode.
I know. Uh, okay, so okay, Cotton. I'm like, I didn't even recognize the name. So hey, Cotton. So I hope that we could see this comment. How do we get this comment? Oh, there we go. That's what I want to do. Nice. I like it. I like it. So yeah, me and me, me and my babe, me and Jason, we are here just talking. Jason is in Atlanta and I am in Accra, Ghana, and we are testing out this platform called Restream, which is allowing us to basically show our it's allowing us to join here like as co-hosts and to bring things up on the screen. So I miss you, Kat, and I miss you too. So as we just kind of talk through what this experience has been like, I hope that people will join and they'll comment so that we can actually pull your comments up on the screen and we can acknowledge you and just see what this platform can do. So we're hoping that this will be the start of some really great things. But okay. So babe, I can't see you now. Did you unshow yourself? Okay, I see you now.
Yeah. No, I just turned
All
my
right.
feed off.
Okay.
I'm not
All
important here.
right. Well, you were asking me questions about what I learned about the colonial history
Yeah, the
of
seven
Ghana.
flags in relation to St. Croix had 7 flags
Yes.
over it.
So some of you know my family's from the Virgin Islands, and my connection is most clearly with St. Croix. And St. Croix has had ownership from 7 different countries. In fact, one of them I would say wasn't even a country; it was just like a wealthy land baron, let's call it. And so when I started Googling around about Ghana's history, I learned that Ghana has also had, I don't know that I would call it ownership. I want to be careful about using that word, but they've had colonial influence and influence over the resources and influence over the land and over the people which started, I think I mentioned, back in 1462 or so with the Portuguese. And I don't have the list in front of me. I'd have to Google that. But there was basically influence from 7 different European countries, very similar to St. Croix. In fact, some of those countries were the same. So it's just really interesting to see that connection, the connection, to um, the European influence and the history of colonization in both the Caribbean as well as in West Africa. So just a little tidbit I learned. I'm gonna have to dig more into that and get more information. Um, what else? So I was sharing that today we went to W.E.B. Du Bois, or Du Bois. I keep saying Du Bois, Du Bois Center, and we learned all about his work here and his influence. And so there's a whole space dedicated to honoring his legacy. And it was really interesting. I got some great footage of all of the other Black leaders that are being honored here as well. Du Bois is interred there. And so it's just a really great space to, that's cool. It's a really great space to to understand the connection between the civil rights movement and civil rights leaders and how they were very connected to what was going on in Africa. And it was really impactful to hear about W.E.B. Du Bois, um, about his fight to really support Africans in realizing their greatness and in being who they are, and in leading their own destiny and not letting anybody take that away from them. So really interesting. So babe, I can't see what you're sharing on the screen because it's pretty small. Can you talk about this a little
I'm
bit?
just looking up Wikipedia. I'm playing around, babe. Making sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
because you're
right.
in portrait mode and I'm in desktop mode, and this is
Yeah.
testing a live stream here. So
So next time I may need to use my laptop.
yeah, it might work, but you probably have if you held your phone sideways and changed your view, probably. I
Okay.
can't change it from here, so it seems it's probably locked to you.
All right. Well, that's a little bit better. Well, I don't know if it's better, but it appears to be full screen now.
Oh, it does.
I mean, to me, I don't know how it looks to you or to anybody else. I'm not sure. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Uh, well, in any case, I'm gonna go back to my original. I think what would be helpful is like, and I don't know if there's any way to do this, but just to know what it actually looks like on the other end. Um, oh, you're muted, babe. There you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can tell you that that didn't look right.
Okay. All right. Well, any case, I'm here talking with my babe, with Jason. Again, Jason's in Atlanta. I am here in Accra, Ghana. And we're just kind of chatting about the experience so far. Um, so outside of that, after we went to the Du Bois Center, I actually met 2 other Akuas today, which is like really a beautiful thing because those of you who know me, you know my name is not common, and it's not common in America. Every now and then I meet somebody who knows an Akua or who's met an Akua, and so it was really cool to meet 2 Akuas. 3 Akuas. It's gonna be a rip in the space-time continuum. So it was really cool to meet other Akuas today. They both taught me how then our name is pronounced in different regions of the country. And so, for example, I learned that If I was from the Ashanti region, it would be Equia, and from another region, it would be Equia. And I think there may even be some other ways of pronouncing it. That's awesome. Yeah. So yeah, if you didn't already know that, Akua means girl born on a Wednesday. So outside of that, afterwards, we went to dinner and we had a really nice dinner at this restaurant called Buka, and the traditional Ghanaian food. There was fish, there was chicken. It was this really awesome. It was called a chicken light soup. And the chicken light soup, I don't know where the light comes from because it wasn't light. It was very heavy on the spice, and I liked it. It had me sweating, had me clearing my throat. Really delicious. Um, they make plantain here the same way we make plantain in the Caribbean, so that's really cool to see. And what else did we have? Everything was great. I'm still waiting for my jollof rice experience. So I feel like until I get that, I just won't be quite satisfied. Um, but yeah, dinner was really good at Buka. And afterwards, because it is Saturday night, there happened to be a party here back at the hotel. And so a few of us slipped into the party, danced a little bit around, and we cut out just as quickly as we could in. But yeah, today was a full day, lots of things to see, lots of things to learn. I got a lot of videos to share. And right now I'm just talking to whoever's willing to listen and my babe, of course. But yeah, just kind of sharing it all. So if you're live with me, then thank you for joining. I really appreciate you. Thank you for the comments. Like I said, it helps us to test out this platform and see how we can use it in the future. And if you're not live and you watch this later on, then thanks for watching and feel free to comment anyway, because it gives me some more things to think about. And if you have questions, I am actually dying to answer your questions because this is new for me. This is new for many of us. Many of us have not had an opportunity to come to the motherland. And by the way, I want to thank my donors, the people who took the time and the funds to donate to this cause, because without them, I would not be here. All right. So that being said, I think we're gonna close this out tonight. And thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining and for watching. We're gonna try to do this. I don't know about every night, but we're gonna try to do this most nights so that we can get the ball rolling on sharing things live and creating some interesting content. All right. Thanks, babe.